What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Tony Reads. So in today's video, I want to discuss my TBR, but it's not just any TBR. This one is in particular my Kindle TBR. So as most of you guys know, I just bought a Kindle not too long ago. I was so excited. I'm like, oh, this is like the best invention ever. It's my best purchase ever. Totally makes sense with me. I don't like a whole bunch of books, a lot of clutter, blah, 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 blah. So I did that, and so far I've only read like 2 books on my Kindle. And the reason is because I have so many. I have like a stack of hard copy books that I still need to read, and I was like, I want to read those first before moving on my Kindle. But I decided I don't necessarily want to do that. I'm kind of going to mix in some of those books with my Kindle reading, but I just really want to use my Kindle because I just love it so much. So I made a little list. So first of all, the first things first, when I originally bought my Kindle, I did not sign up for the Kindle Unlimited, which was a big mistake, because I think when you first buy your Kindle, the Kindle Unlimited trial or whatever is longer than 30 days, if I'm not mistaken, and I could be wrong. But now if I sign up for Kindle Unlimited, I only get like 30 days free, and then after that, I guess I decide if I want it or not, and then, whatever. So I'm pretty positive after looking and seeing what books are available on Kindle Unlimited, I'm pretty positive I'm going to buy the membership, and if I don't want it anymore, I'll just cancel it or whatever. But I'm pretty positive I will get my money's worth, especially being that I love using my Kindle so much. I'm probably not, the books that I read, I'm not saying all of them will be you don't have to pay anything extra for it. There are some books I already looked at that I wanted, that I would still have to pay for, even, with the Kindle Unlimited or whatever, but I don't even care. You guys know I don't care. When it's something I want, a book I want, whatever, I don't care about spending money. So anyway, let's get to my list. Okay, so the first book, and this is in no particular order, is a book called Pretty Girls by Karen Slaughter. And I think it's Slaughter. Yeah, Slaughter. I was gonna say Slaughter, Slater, I don't know. But it's Slaughter. And a lot of you guys actually have recommended this author to me. I don't know if Pretty Girls was the book or not, but it just happened to be one that I ran across. And so this book, it on Kindle, well, actually, no, sorry, not on Kindle. The print length is 432 pages. So I will admit that's a little longer than I like. I usually like 300 and something or less. But whatever. If it's a good enough book and it keeps my interest, I don't mind going a little over 400, but definitely don't want to go past that. So in this book actually, not only is it on Kindle Unlimited, it's on the Prime reading. So even if I didn't have Kindle Unlimited, I still can read this book for free, which is awesome. Okay, so the summary of this book, well, not some, I guess it's a summary, whatever. What this book is about, it says Sisters, Strangers, Survivors. More than 20 years ago, Claire and Lydia's teenage sister, Julia, vanished without a trace. The 2 women have not spoken since, and now their lives could not be more different. Claire is the glamorous trophy wife of an Atlanta millionaire, and that already being that it's in Atlanta, that just gets my interest again, because I live in Atlanta right now, and so something local is really interesting to me. Lydia, a single mother, dates an ex-con and struggles to make ends meet, but neither has recovered from the horror and heartbreak of their shared loss, a devastating wound that's cruelly ripped open when Claire's husband is killed. So Claire is the glamorous trophy wife of the Atlanta millionaire, and he ends up getting killed. The disappearance of a teenage girl and the murder of a middle-aged man almost a quarter century apart, what could connect them? Forming a wary truce, the surviving sisters look to the past to find the truth, unearthing the secrets that destroyed their family all those years ago, and uncovering the possibility of redemption and revenge where they least expected. So I don't, this doesn't give too much of what the book is about, actually, but I kind of like that because I know that it's something a little different than what I usually read. A lot of the books that I've read in the past, and this is Freedom McFadden's books included, and this doesn't mean they're bad, but they have like the same kind of themes, like there's somebody who killed somebody and now they don't talk, or, there's somebody that's silent or whatever and they have to type or, paint what they want to say or whatever. There's some diary that's found or something like that. Or there's a wife that's locked up in a room by her husband or something like that. That's like a common theme in a lot of books that I've read in the past. And I'm not saying I'm never going to read a book that's about that, but it's like nice change to actually read something else. And this is totally different than anything that I ever read. And so that's another thing that kind of interested me. Not only was because it's in Atlanta, or at least part of it must be in Atlanta, but also because it's just totally different, a different theme than what I'm used to. And so I'm really looking forward to this book. I'm not looking forward to the 432 pages, I'll admit. Probably out of this whole list that I'm going to go over today, this TBR, this probably, I always put the long ones like last, but I still definitely want to read this book because it seems really interesting. Okay, so the next book that I want to read, and this is actually I want to read these books in April or either May, so coming up real soon. The next book that I want to read is Rock, Paper, Scissors by Alice Feeney. And this particular book was actually recommended by either at least one subscriber or maybe multiple subscribers. And also Alice Feeney has been a highly recommended author for the types of thriller books that I like. And so this one came up and it just sounded like really interesting to me. And one good thing to start off about this book is that it's only 313 pages, which is perfect, which is right up my alley. I don't like anything too long because then it seems like every time it starts getting all drawn out and all these unnecessary descriptions and all that kind of stuff. And I just really, it's really hard to keep my interest anyway. And so if a book is just too long, even if it's really good, it's hard for me to kind of stick with it. So 313 pages is like the perfect length, like seriously. And so that's a good thing, first of all. And so it says, Feeney lives up to her reputation as the queen of the twist. And I love twists. Everybody knows I love plot twists. And so I didn't know she was supposed to be the queen of the twist. That's awesome to me. This page turner will keep you guessing. Think you know the person you married? Think again. Okay, that sounds good already. Things have been wrong with Mr. and Mrs. Wright for a long time. When Adam and Amelia went a weekend away to Scotland, it might be just what their marriage needs. Self-confessed workaholic and screenwriter Adam Wright has lived with face blindness his whole life. He can't recognize friends or family or even his own wife. Ooh, this is different. Every anniversary, the couple exchanged traditional gifts, paper, cotton, pottery, tin, and each year Adam's wife writes him a letter that she never lets him read. She writes him a letter that she never lets him read, okay? Until now. They both know this weekend will make or break their marriage. Ooh. But they didn't randomly win this trip. One of them is lying and someone doesn't want them to live happily ever after. Okay, that's an interesting twist right there. 10 years of marriage, 10 years of secrets, and an anniversary they will never forget. Rock, Paper, Scissors is the latest exciting domestic thriller from the queen of the killer twist, New York Times bestselling author Alice Feeney. I didn't really know what it was called or whatever, but I like domestic thrillers as well. I do like those. This one, although it is about a married couple, is the forefront of the whole story. It's not like those same themes that I just mentioned. Somebody stuck up in a room that's in a wheelchair and can't talk and all that kind of stuff. This is like totally different. They're actually going on a trip. I don't think I've seen that in any of the books that I've read, for their anniversary. And then somebody's already lying. The win of the trip wasn't random and all this kind of stuff. And then she writes her husband a letter every year that he can't read. That's like weird to me. So I'm really curious and interested what this book is going to be about and what the twists are going to be. If Alice Feeney is known as the queen of twists, I'm probably going to love all her books, to be honest. So I hope this book lives up to my expectations. It just seems really good and really interesting, and I can't wait to read this one. Okay, the next book is called The New Couple, not The New Couple in 5B. That's a totally different book. I've talked about that I wanted to read it, but this is not it. It's just called The New Couple, and the author is Allison James. And if I'm not mistaken, Allison James has been recommended by subscribers as well. Thank you all. So this book is only 298 pages. So I'm really excited about that. And this might be the first book out of this list that I read. So it says, this is another domestic thriller. The perfect marriage, the perfect house, the perfect secret. As I step through the cherry red door of my new home, I know I should feel like the luckiest woman alive. I have a handsome husband, a beautiful daughter, and now the house of my dreams. And to everyone else, my life looks perfect. You already know it ain't gonna be perfect. When the neighbors stop by to welcome us, I tell them my name is Stephanie Hamlin, and under the watchful gaze of my husband Richard, I introduce him and our curly-haired little girl Poppy. I smile as wide as I can and desperately hope I can fit into this exclusive place with its pretty communal gardens, because I've risked everything to be here. Okay, that's weird right there. Behind closed doors, I try to relax, to unwind in the huge clawfoot bath and forget about my complicated past. It's hard being the new couple on the street when you got secrets. Anything about some secrets, that just gets me right there. There's got to be some secrets in the book. Everybody just can't be what they appear to be to other people. There's got to be some, they got to have a past. Because the truth is, my charming husband isn't really my husband. Oh, whew. Okay, that shocked me. And I'm not Stephanie Hamlin. Uh-oh. An absolutely gripping psychological thriller that will keep you guessing until the last page. If you love Behind Closed Doors, My Lovely Wife, and The Perfect Couple, you'll be hooked. I never even heard of those books before, but hey, they sound good to me. If I like this author, I'm probably going to check those out as well. I'm not going to read what the readers said, but of course they're only highlighting the 5-star reviews, whatever. But people are saying it's like it's gripping to the end, it's a roller coaster, and all this kind of good stuff that I love. So definitely can't wait to check this out. Again, this is a domestic thriller, but it's still very different than what I've read in the past. So I'm really excited to get started on this one. And like I said, only 298 pages, so it's probably going to be a really fast read for me. Okay, so the next book is called The Perfect Marriage and is by Geneva Rose. And this book and this author has been recommended to me by subscribers, so thank you very much. Actually, all these books and or authors, I believe, have been recommended by subscribers in at least one of my videos. So thank you guys very much and keep the recommendations coming. So this book is 329 pages. This is another pretty short one, right, in the amount of pages that I really like, so I'm excited about that. So it says, the best-selling thriller with a tantalizing premise and twist at every turn, a sizzling, masterful debut about betrayal and justice. Betrayal and justice, that's it. That's it right there. I love it. It also says, I don't really know what it means, but I guess I kind of know what this means. It says, optioned by Picture Perfect Federation for development as a film or TV series. So I guess there's some kind of federation that reviews books and then they decide whether or not it would make a good movie or TV series, which is awesome to me because although I read now, I still love movies. So that's just awesome. Okay, so it says Sarah Morgan is a successful and powerful defense attorney in Washington, D.C. As a named partner at her firm, life is going exactly how she planned. The same cannot be said for her husband, Adam. I think somebody else was named a husband named Adam in one of the other books I just talked about. He's a successful, or not successful, forget that. He's a struggling writer who has had little success in his career, and he tires of his and Sarah's relationship as she is constantly working. Out in the secluded woods at the couple's lake house, anytime there's some secluded woods in a lake house, you know there's going to be trouble. You just know it. Adam engages in a passionate affair with Kelly Summers. They already just telling it all right here. But one morning, everything changes. Kelly is found brutally stabbed to death, and now Sarah must take on her hardest case yet. Oh, this is crazy. Defending her own husband, a man accused of murdering his mistress. I don't know how this is going to turn out ever, but I would not ever defend my husband for killing his mistress. That's just crap. Like, you can just go to jail. You could just go to prison. You can go under the prison. But anyway, The Perfect Marriage is a juicy, twisty, and utterly addictive thriller. Addictive, yes. That will keep you turning pages. You won't see the ending coming. Guaranteed. Okay, I'm going to hold them to that. It says, guaranteed I won't see the ending coming. So I hope I cannot predict this one. And so it just goes on to say a lot of excellent reviews on this. Yeah, Geneva Rose. Yes, she's been recommended, and I'm curious about what her other books are as well. But yeah, I can't wait to read that one. Actually, I'm looking on Amazon right now. I'm going to follow her so I can stay posted and everything. But yeah, she has a lot of books. The Perfect Marriage, which is this one. The Girl I Was, One of Us is Dead. I think I've heard of that. You Shouldn't Have Come Here. I think I've heard of that too. And the Kimberly King series, I haven't heard of that. But yeah, this is... I'm really excited about these books. Like, seriously, I'm not even going into it willy-nilly or anything. I put some thought into putting these on my list. And so hopefully they're as good as I think they're going to be. And then the best part about it is I finally get to use my Kindle to the level that I want to use it. So I can't wait. And I know, like, when I first got it, I was like, I'm not buying any of those gadgets and stuff. But you guys look out, because I'm probably, if I really get into it, I'm probably going to buy, like, one of them page turners and all that kind of good stuff to go with it or whatever. So I'm really, really, really excited. But anyway, if you like this video, thumbs up. I want, if you know of some, if you're a Kindle reader like me, really, I can just look up any book. You can just tell me about any book, whether it's on Kindle or not. But I want to get some more Kindle Unlimited recommendations for thrillers. So if you know of any off the top of your head, go ahead and comment below and let me know. But really, outside of that, just if you got some more recommendations for books and or authors, thrillers, psychological thrillers, domestic thrillers, I now like crime thrillers. Go ahead and drop those in the comments. I'm still taking suggestions. I'm actually never going to stop. You can just do that every time you watch my video. If you know of a really good book that you think I'll like, go ahead and drop it in the comments. And I will check them out. I don't pick everything that people recommend, because sometimes I just read it and I'm just like, I don't think I'll be interested in this. Or some books are too long. Or some books to me are not even really thrillers. But that's fine. That's fine. Just keep it coming. And a lot of the stuff you guys have recommended actually have been books that I ended up loving. So thank you very much. But if you're not already a subscriber to my channel, go ahead and click on the subscribe button and notification button so you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. If you like this video, thumbs up. And I will see you guys in the next one.